What's up, everybody? It's another Midnight Mike show coming to you from the Long Island Sound. I am, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this one. Once again, I get weird feelings. I get weird thoughts. And tonight I'm going to bring them to you about the Jets tomorrow, early here on the East Coast, 9 a.m. on the East Coast. The Jets take on the Denver Broncos in London. And look, we'll get into it. This is the Midnight Mike show. I am Midnight Mike, your host. And so here's the truth. I had a few drinks last night. I'm sitting outside and I pop on because Friday night is Dano's show. And I pop on real quick and I see him obviously talking about the Jets. And you know what? I just had to let the cat out of the bag. I have this sneaking suspicion. Look, here's the truth of the matter. The Jets should not win tomorrow. They're outmatched. They're everything about this game should be a blowout. Okay. But they shouldn't win. They never win overseas. They always embarrass themselves in London. The Broncos are looking tough. They're getting better as the season goes on. They just beat the defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. But there's just something in the back of my head that's telling me that the Jets are going to win this game. And I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. There's something telling me that the Jets will win this game. And it probably is. It's probably due to the fact that there's absolutely no reason whatsoever that they should win this game. Everything is stacked against them. We're looking at 0-6, and there's a good chance we're going to be 0-6 tomorrow, people. So, get comfortable with it. Get comfortable with it. But this is one of those games where, like, the Broncos are coming in hot. The Broncos are coming in fired up and confident, and the Jets just look like the losers that they are. Will they overlook the Jets? Once again, the Jets never win over in London. They always embarrass us. This might be it. Because what that will do is it will get everybody excited. The Jets beat the Broncos tomorrow, and I guarantee you Jets Twitter turns around and Jets social media turns around, and all of a sudden you have a bunch of people. Oh, here we go. Aaron Glenn's team, the defense has picked it up. Aaron Glenn is fine. Look, we got less penalties this game, all this stuff. And I'm telling you right now, we're then going to continue to lose if we pull off a ridiculously major upset tomorrow. We'll talk about that all tonight. It's the Midnight Mike show. Let's get this started. Let's open the show. Let's hear that Jets chant. Can I please remind everybody to do me a big solid, a big favor for me and Maddie, and hit that thumbs up button. It's free. It's down below. You can hype this video. That's also free. You'll notice if you don't know what hyping is, you'll notice in the comments, you can go over and you can hype people for free. You put in how many hype points, because you have a certain amount of hype points depending on YouTube videos you've watched. Hype us up. Give us the thumbs up. All of that is free. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Let's bring in my co-host, the Beavis to my butthead, Maddie. Jets, how you doing tonight?
Good, man. Rangers are looking good, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, did they have a third game tonight?
Yeah, they're playing Pittsburgh. They're up like 4-1.
Yeah, well, the Devils were up 3-0 in the first period, and I immediately saw, I'm see that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm pumped, but this is the Devils, so let's see what happens. And now it's 3-2 in the second intermission. So they're doing
it's early, man. It's too early. Like, I had a guy walk into work and go, "Hey, man, the Rangers ever going to win a game?" I was like, "They're 0-1, dickhead."
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Like, get the fuck out of my face.
Well, no, it is getting weird because we've had that. I don't forget who brought it up. Maybe it was Ali or someone brought it up and saying, who's going to win their first game? Their game first, the Knicks or the Jets?
I think the Knicks will.
Yeah, it's starting to look.
I mean, okay, Cat, I love you, but come here. So your little Halloween cat.
What's the cat's name?
This cat's name is Pink, and she's our first one.
Oh, okay. I've always wanted to get an all black cat and name it Elvira. Clearly a female. I know you're a big Elvira fan. Also, speaking of the spooky season,
she lost me with her demanding like anybody who didn't agree with her about COVID get taken off the air, and she tried to like shut people down who just like when she did all that, I was like, we're cool, your character's cool, but you as a person, I was like
did I say do you like Cassandra Peterson?
Yeah, but Elvira is Cassandra Peterson.
Elvira's Elvira, and Elvira is the mistress of the dark, and Elvira is like what made me a man back in the 80s.
Like I say, Elvira, Evil Lynn, and
Evil Lynn. Wow.
Baroness from G.I. Joe. I blame them for jump starting me into puberty.
You would pick Evil Lynn over Tila?
Oh yeah.
See, I was always a Chitara guy.
Okay.
Chitara, man. Woo!
There was only like one bad guy in Thundercats, and then a bunch of retarded mutants that just kind of like they had like the worst hiring pool in the world for evil.
Yeah, but you know what? Mumra was pretty bad.
Mumra was the man, dude. Mumra ruled.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you. I know you're hitting that like button. I see our numbers going up. Continue to do that. It helps out me and Maddie so much. You have no idea. Real quick, before we talk more about the Jets, I want to get over to the comments section and just see who we got in here. I know we had Michael Lando in here earlier. Michael's the man. He's always coming in, channel member. Chris is in here. Scott Black, our Dolphin fan, is in here. Ali is in here. Ted is in here. Jerome is in here.
Jerome, what's up, buddy?
Malakat says, not gonna lie, I want a Jets upset. It won't happen, but I'd be happy if it did. Of course.
That's how I feel.
But Maddie, I'm just once again, I've been wrong on my feelings. I've been right on my feelings. Just something tells me this is one of those games where
it's going to be like an every other week with you. I can already tell.
No. No, because you know what? Out of all games that we've had this season, this is the one I think will lose the most. Like heading into this week, I'm like, please. The Broncos just beat the fucking Eagles. The Broncos are obviously improving as a team over this season. They didn't start off well, but they're improving. The Jets never win in London. They always look like fools. And they're 0-5 looking like assholes moving to 0-6. And then it clicked in my head. I'm like, this is the game they win so that everyone gets all hyped up. And then next week we lose to the fucking Panthers.
They're not going to win this week. Brees is going to play to not get hurt because he knows he's getting traded.
I'm okay with that at this point. I said it on a show before. I was talking on Dano's show. It's like anyone Aaron Glenn wants to get rid of and Muji want to get rid of at this point, I'm okay with. I want Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji to go into next season, go into the offseason with as much cap space as possible and as many draft picks as possible.
Well, my thing is this. I want, like, by the way, I changed back to the old logo because if they're going to play like dog shit, I'm wearing the dog shit logo.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Do it. Then if this still fails, it's your team. You can't blame Joe Douglas or anybody else. But I do want them to have a fair shake, and they're going to have their team. So I agree. Anybody is open for business.
I mean, not anybody. Once again, we talked about the 3 rookies on rookie deals.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Fashanu and Mason Taylor. We're going to keep them. We don't know what to expect out of them yet, and obviously, we're not getting rid of Garrett Wilson.
I don't see Wilson going anywhere, and I don't think we could move Sauce if we wanted to.
No, but but that's the point. If someone's willing to take on his contract and all, my point is that I don't care who we get rid of or whatnot, except for maybe those 3 to 5 people that we've talked about. But at this point, Maddie, it's like whatever we need to do to add more cap space and
something's got to change. It just has to. It's this is tomorrow. Like I say, I'm literally going to get home from work and stay up to watch. So,
I guess that makes sense in your because what
I
time
get
does it
home
start?
about 6:50. It starts at about 7:30 my time.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
I'm
Wait
like,
a
just
minute. Wait a minute. Does it start at for my time 9 or 9:30? Because that makes a huge difference on my weekend sleep.
it says 9:30 on the schedule, but my TV listings say it starts at 9. So, but I don't care.
Okay, no, I'm seeing 9:30 too.
I'm gonna go
Ooh,
home and turn the TV on. I'm sure it'll have like pregame shit starting
oh,
at
of course.
9. So I'm gonna brew a cup of coffee. I'll probably shut the door so everybody can sleep, and I'm just gonna watch the game over on that TV and just chillax.
Yeah, you won't be chillaxing when you see the Jets fumble 3 times in the game and commit
Oh,
15
I'm done
penalties.
getting angry. I'm so used to it. All I will say is, if by some miracle the Jets actually do win tomorrow, which they will not, but if they were somehow to pull an upset, I will be insufferable at work
Oh, well, yeah, man. You're
for the
living in
next week.
Denver, of course,
I
man.
will be
No, because
absolutely unbearable.
no, Maddie, it's like it's that the one in the one what was it? I forgot. The 3-13 season, I think it was back in 94, 95, somewhere there. I just had there was these 2 real good friends of mine who are Dolphins fans, and all I wanted the Jets to do was beat the Dolphins.
Yeah, this is my Super Bowl, basically.
Yeah, exactly. If the Jets beat the Broncos in your area, you could go the rest of the season where Broncos fans can't say shit because you could just be like, yeah, but we beat you.
I'd be like, yeah, we have our one win came against your little orange empire.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, again, I don't expect it. I really feel like it's just gonna be bad. And I'll be tired, and then I'm gonna get a little nap in, and then taking out the young lady for some clothes shopping, and then tomorrow night we're either gonna watch Scream or Psycho for Scary Movie Sunday.
Nice. We just watched The Hollow, starring Judge Reinhold, Kaylee Cuoco, and Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys.
I'm sure you couldn't look away.
Dude, it's one of my favorite movies. I watch it every year. It's one of those movies that's so bad that it's good, but I'm such a huge fan of the whole story of the Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, it's a
And
Legend of Sleepy Hollow thing.
what it is it takes place in present time. Now, when I say present time, I'm talking about when the movie came out in like 2001.
Right.
But it takes place in present time, and this kid moves back to Sleepy Hollow, and it turns out he's a direct descendant of Ichabod Crane. And and the Horseman comes back, and Stacy Keach is in the movie. I don't know.
Sounds like an awful made-for-TV piece of
It
trash.
basically was. It premiered.
And I'm glad, like I said, I'm not knocking that you like it. I'm just saying, like, the way you're selling it to me, I'm like, this shit was on like the WB.
No, it was. I believe it originally aired either on Sci-Fi, or I think it actually premiered. Do you remember when ABC Family used to do the 31 Nights of Halloween?
Yeah, I remember that. I can
think
still remember those commercials.
Yeah, I think that's where it debuted. But I have the DVD, and the DVD actually has profanity and whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was any profanity in a Disney movie ever. That's kind of funny.
It's not a Disney movie.
Oh, that's right.
No, it's just a regular independent movie. What's up, Kim, channel member? Good to see you. Ted, the good thing about them playing at 9 a.m. is that we can watch good football for the rest of the day. Yeah, but the problem with that, Ted, is that when the Jets lose,
it just puts me in a foul mood for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
like,
and not only that, but then you watch every other team in the NFL play, and you're like, why can't we play just like half as good as that? It's just so frustrating.
Yeah.
Mike, give me some of what you're having. Right now, it's just some Tito's. So, and I haven't had that much yet. But if you want to think the Jets, if you want to get delusional enough to think the Jets can actually pull off an upset tomorrow, I guess it's Tito's vodka you need.
Apparently. Like I say, it'll be all right to watch. I will say this, though. If they just start getting blown the hell out, I'm going to go to bed because, I mean, if you figure the game starts, my time starts at 7:30, you figure it goes to at least 10:30. But if it's dog shit time at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'm just going to be like, nah, it's time to go to bed for a little while.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to be waking up, and what a way to wake up, That's like waking up and your toilet is overflowing.
Yeah,
it's like, God damn it.
It's a rough one, dude.
That's the perfect way to explain the Jets playing London games. You're waking up and you realize your toilet has overflowed and flooded your basement.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that you remember that thing I sent you that shows the rankings?
Yeah.
Yeah. This week it literally has the Jets at the very ass bottom and says, in 5 million years, the sun will turn into a red giant encompassing the entire earth, and none of this will matter. for the Jets. Like that's all it says.
I mean,
There is no hope.
Jerome comes in and says tomorrow morning will be bacon, eggs, and the New York Jets. There you go. I also saw Snowball in here. Good to see you, Snowball. Malakat says, as a Browns fan, I understand the I have a feeling this week mentality. Yeah. Well, every now and then I get that feeling.
I like your cat too, Malakat. I might have to swing by and pick up have him make me up a breakfast bowl tomorrow on my way home and just fucking live like a king.
Oh, yeah, go Devils. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay, they scored 4-2. Okay, we might not blow this one. It'd be nice. It'd be nice because that first game against the Carolina Hurricane was just, that pissed me off because they were fighting. I don't know. The score was not indicative of the game. It was 3-3 with like.
Canes are probably going. They're a good. They're almost. I'm not saying they're a shoo-in, but they're smart money is putting them in the finals, if not in the conference finals, if not the finals this year. So
no, but what I'm saying is we I think the ending score was like 6-3. But we hung in with them till like 5 minutes left in the game. They took the lead 1-0. We tied it up. They scored again. We tied it up. They scored again. We tied it up. So it was 3-3 with like a couple minutes remaining. And then they scored and we had to pull Markstrom out of goal. And then obviously they got some easy empty netters in. So but look, if you and other people are, and I agree, saying the Carolina Hurricanes are going to be one of, if not like the contenders, then I'm happy to see the Devils hanging in with them for, I'd say like 55 minutes. So,
hey man, like I say, I know the Rangers aren't going to be doing anything major this year. I just think it's funny. Like I said, I felt like they were playing for next year's free agency, and now both McDavid and Caprilli are both off the market, and I'm like, what's the plan here, guys?
Boogie Down BX says 0-6. Sorry, no, I'm prepared for that.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
I mean, let's be real here. Like I can have feelings all I want, but if we're just going by standard football knowledge and standard football, what you expect from football, the Broncos are beating us. Well, it's going to be over 30 because that's what we give up. So it's going to be like 37-13. There you go.
It's going to be bad.
I'm prepared.
The thing is, it's gonna be bad, but it's not gonna like affect us anymore. Like it's to the point where like if you're in hell and you're chained to a wall and a demon's been whipping you for the last fucking 45 years, what's another lash?
Exactly. Please, sir, can I have another?
Yeah.
Big Blue Collector 316. What's good, everybody? Hey, man.
Welcome to the show, dude.
I'll tell you what, man. It was nice watching the Giants beat the Eagles. They looked good.
Called that shit wrong, man. Yeah, good for you guys.
They looked good. There he is, Cousin Kenny. Coaching. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, look, can the coaching get worse? I mean, really, is there only one way to go at this point? It feels like we are literally scraping. You know what? Okay, I'm going to tell you something that happened to me when I was a kid. So I pulled up my friend's driveway, and I was an idiot, and I was riding my bike with bare feet, right? So I pull up my friend's driveway. It's a hill. I go, he's not available. So when I hop back on the bike, and when I went to pedal out of the driveway, my foot, keep in mind, barefoot, got caught under the pedal and got stuck as I went down the driveway, and it scraped all the skin off of my toes and everything. It was brutal. That's where the Jets are, where my toes and the gravel hit the pavement. Okay, I can't see it getting any worse. I mean, let's be real here. What can we get? 7 penalties? Is that reasonable to ask?
What were the total penalty yards last week, by the way?
Oh shit! Oh, they were. I think we all went over.
Did we?
Yeah,
that's nice. I mean, honestly, that might be the best thing that happened all week.
All right, let's check this. You know, Maddie, let's check this right now. Okay, so when I go to the dump, the guys who run the dump, they're all Cowboys fans. And I said they were like, "Oh man, you got to take that hat and dump it off in the dumpster." And I was like, "Yo, guys," I was like, and then I thought about it. I was like, "Did we lose to the Cowboys last week?" I was like, all the losses are just starting to just meld together. Yeah, at this point,
How'd you guys do last week? It doesn't matter.
we lost. That's
I
what
don't
you
even
just
know
said.
who
We
we
lost.
lost to. We could have lost 499 to 2. I don't know.
All right, Cowboys Jets. Let's see here. Game stats, penalty yards. We had 10 penalties, and it does not show penalty yards. Let's show on box score. No, that's just going to give me. Why? Why wouldn't it show me penalty yards?
Maybe they don't want to make us feel bad.
Maybe someone can give it to us in the comments. Oh, hold on. You know what? I'll just put in penalty. We'll just search it. There it is. Okay, so the Dallas Cowboys committed 11 penalties for 91 yards, and the New York Jets had 10 penalties for 61 yards.
Oh, wow.
So all of us were way over. You had 92, Abe had 70, I had 80, and Tommy had 85.
Yeah, well.
Can we consider that a win?
I was going to say, yeah, that's like, okay. I mean, let's be real. In the scope of things, we're all pretty close.
I mean, no, but like.
Because how many got declined and whatever else? I mean, that's not going to be recorded. So, yeah, that's a mild improvement. Under 70, because we said 70 was the over-under.
We had 75.
Yeah, but either way, yeah, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I consider that a huge win for the New York Jets.
That's a step forward. God help us all.
Thank you, Big Blue Collector. Like I've said before, it's not even like it's so frustrating. A game ends, I come in here and just that's my thoughts. You're never going to see cuts. You're never going to see editing. You'll see. I mean, obviously, I'll put the logos on, but it's just 5 to 10 minutes of me giving you my thoughts. There's things I say wrong. There's things because I'm just literally coming in right from watching the game. So like I've noticed sometimes where I'll say something and I'll be like, "Ooh, I got the wrong player on that," or "Ooh, I got the wrong yardage on that," whatever. But it's like that's what it is. I'm so friggin' fired up, and that's what happens. So, but I appreciate that a lot. I've been a Jets fan since 1965. I am numb to this shit.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm getting
all
there. Oh, YouTube user, good to see you, buddy. There. So yeah, you're right. So are the Dolphins. I had someone message me or something, and they said something along the lines of it was a Dolphins fan being like, "How could you lose to the Cowboys?" And I was like, didn't you just lose to the Panthers?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Yes, I do, Duke of Just Do It. I mention it all the time, and I think it's actually on that scroll on the bottom of the screen. I am Midnight Mike Show, MIDNITE Mike Show on X, Instagram, YouTube, and Letterboxd. So absolutely. Jets fans are the most delusional people. Now, hold on.
No, I would say we're not because we're being very realistic.
Correct. Dolphins fans are the most delusional. Dolphins fans are the most delusional fan base. Like they always think they're great. They always think they're a top tier team. And whereas Jets fans, we know we suck. We know we suck. Just because I have a feeling that I think the Jets could pull off an upset, I don't believe that. I don't truly believe that.
Yeah, he ain't taking out a second mortgage to put money on it.
Absolutely. The Jets suck. Delusional Dolphins fans haven't won a playoff game since the Twin Towers were standing. Okay. All right. Come on. Scott Black. The Jets so bad they lost the Dolphins. Not going to deny that. The Dolphins suck. The Jets just suck more. I'm fine with that.
They're so bad. They're just so bad. Oh well. You know what? Like I say, I'm still happy it's football season. I'm having a good time watching football.
That just made it just made me so hungry. Chicken and waffles. I haven't had chicken and waffles in so long. So damn good. Anti-Amir Muhammad Jones. The Jets make being loyal painful. Yeah. And if you've heard me, if you've been on this show before, and like I said, guys, if you're one of these people I haven't seen before, new, do me a favor, hit that like button. It's free and subscribe. It really does help out the channel more than you know. The algorithms see you guys hit the like button or hype the video, and more people see we're live. They come in, they comment, all of that. But I've said this many times. The Jets fans are loyal to a fault. Like, we should not be this loyal, and it's almost criminal that we are so loyal to this team for what they've given us, especially the last 15 years.
Yeah, they should be sending us fucking swag bags.
They're not going to
Like
do that.
they're not going to, but
They
like
don't even send their season ticket holders anything.
I tweeted them and I was like, "Yo, where do I send the bill for my refund for my ticket this year?"
Wait, say that again?
I was like, "Where do I send you guys the bill to refund my NFL ticket this year?"
Fair enough.
I didn't get any response, but
how much did you end up paying for that?
like honestly, like less than $200. I really got a good deal.
Well, I mean, they owe you. They do owe you that.
But yeah, it's the thing is, there's plenty of streams, but I just hate the fact that if something cuts out, you got to scramble or do whatever. So I quit doing streams years ago, and my computer totally doesn't have STDs anymore, so that's kind of nice.
Well, actually, I figured out Jets equal Dickleberries.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. I actually figured out something with my very legal hockey streams. You'll get them that they'll cut in and out when you're trying to watch the Devils. But it's a Russian site. If you watch the Russian broadcast, it doesn't cut out at all. So you just need to watch it in Russian. I'm fine with that.
You'll have to DM me that because I just kind of want to watch shit in Russian, to be honest with you.
Well, the cool thing is that you can not only can you watch NHL, but you can watch Russian leagues,
KHL and stuff.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
that would be cool. I kind of want. There's a Jimmy VC signed with a team in, I think, Sweden, and I'm sure that they play in some of those Russian teams.
Don't remind me, Brian. If I wasn't a Devils fan, I was a Whalers fan. Being a Jersey guy, especially now living in Connecticut, but I remember anytime, like, when you play NHL, like 96, NHL 97, whatever, and you're playing the game, when I was a teenager, a lot of my friends were Devils fans, so I couldn't play as the Devils every single time. So if someone played as the Devils, I would play as the Whalers.
Yeah, the Whale were my extra bump up there. Thank you, Michael.
Oh, we're getting to it. Don't worry, I saw it pop up. Mike's now a Giants fan, and nah, I'm not. They've always, and now I've admitted this before. If the Jets cease to exist, I would be a Giants fan, but Maddie would not. Maddie's does not have the same.
My thing is though too, like I feel like if, like, say the Jets next year just fired off like a 15-2 season and whatever, I would also not be welcoming of new fans. Like, this is not something you just do. Like, you're either a Jets fan or you're not, and you don't just decide you're a Jets fan when the times are good, which they're never going to be. But like I say, I will gatekeep the hell out of this.
I know. I learned my lesson, dude. I had gravel.
That was the last time you did that. I promise you.
I had gravel in my skin. Like, it was bad. And then, of course, back in the day, this is like late 80s, something like that. All my mom did was put my foot over the tub, grab a thing of hydrogen peroxide, and go.
Yep.
It just burned to hell.
What the hell was she supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's why every time I do any kind of first aid on myself at all, I think of myself as the predator fixing himself in the jungle.
Hold on one second. I'm getting buzzed all over the place. God damn it. Sorry about this. Okay. Nothing. No, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't anything for my wife. Cousin Kenny says, footnote, being at the game last week, all the Cowboys fans were cool, not obnoxious like Pats fans or Eagles fans.
I've always had a good time with Cowboys fans.
Yeah, but what are they going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're you remember, what is it, The Simpsons, where he's like, stop, he's already dead. Like when the guys
Patriots fans or Bills fans would not be chill no matter what.
I don't think Bills fans definitely would not be chill.
Yeah, so like Cowboys fans, like, everybody gives them such a bad rap, but I have to say, even whether I'm in Dallas or wherever, I really do have a good time with those guys. They're pretty cool.
Losing to the Panthers is worse than losing to the Cowboys. Absolutely. What the hell is Letterboxd? It's a basically you go on and you review movies. So if you go to my account on Letterboxd, you'll see you can go to see all the movies that I've actually star rated and then gave a description of what I thought about the movie. So you can just click through people's like reviews of movies. So that's basically what Letterboxd is. You guys. You two aren't delusional, but there are plenty out there who are.
This is true.
I've never had chicken and waffles. Get the hell out of here with that. You need to get that as soon as possible. All right, we have someone coming in, but first, before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. But if you want to do something really special, Michael Lando comes in with $20 and he's a channel member. He gets a Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. Michael Lando says, I don't know why I torture myself every year. Go Jets. And of course, Michael Lando. And if you're getting sick of this, I could play another one, Michael, but we made this one especially for you. Here it is, Klecko with a beautiful burying sack. There we go. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. All right, Maddie, let's do this. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure we have that. All right, let's bring him in, ladies and gentlemen. Honest Abe, how you doing tonight?
Mike and Maddie, what up, though? I got you for about 10 minutes on the drive home.
All right, well, what are your thoughts? Well, first off, none of us even got close. The Jets were only penalized like 65 yards last week.
I definitely 100% took the under on the 75. Check the tape.
No, you did. But you did. You took the under. But your guess was 70. I'm just saying all of our actual guesses were over. So me and Maddie are considering this a win. Good job, Jets.
Way to get that moral victory there, Mike.
Yeah, no moral victory, but penalties were improved.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, there were still 10 of them.
Yeah, I mean, who cares about penalties when your defense can't stop a cold?
Yeah, they're so bad. And it feels so weird to say the Jets' like big problem is their D for a change. Like, how many years do we have a decent defense that had to play 48 minutes a game?
So can I give a little credit? Look, the defense has been god awful atrocious, right? But I'm probably in the minority on this. But I think Sauce Gardner's been pretty good. I know I'm the heavy minority on it. But last week, he covered Pickens the entire game outside of the one play, which, mind you, was more OPI than Garrett Wilson's non-touchdown catch. Sauce covered Pickens for the most part for most of that game.
The one positive I gave Sauce from last week is that I noticed he was tackling better. So I have to give him credit where credit is due. He was tackling better. You know, he wasn't flying right past guys, only getting a hand on them and all that stuff. So
yeah, he's normally afraid of contact, but it is nice to see him stepping up a little bit. But he steps up in the run game, and then against Tampa gets a concussion. So, who knows?
Well, what are your thoughts about tomorrow's game? You got London. You got it early in the morning. Jets Broncos. How much are we losing by?
Nothing like good old primetime Jets to get their asses absolutely embarrassed. Can we stop already with this primetime crap for the Jets? I never want to see them again. I never want to see them as a standalone game.
Well, first and foremost, 9:00 a.m. is not prime time, but it is a nationally televised game.
It is because it's a standalone game. Any time where it's the only game that's on TV and that every football fan is watching it is primetime. It doesn't need to be an 8 o'clock game to be a primetime game. Is Thursday Thanksgiving Lions home games not primetime games? Of course they are, because everybody's watching it. So if the whole world is watching the one game that's on, to me that's a primetime game.
To be fair, I watch London and overseas games when I wake up. I'll put it on if I remember. You know, I think that's how most people are. I don't think most people are getting up at 9 o'clock or Central 8 o'clock or Mountain 7 o'clock or Pacific 6 o'clock. I don't think most of the United States is getting up at between 6 and 9 a.m. to catch these games. It's like,
I'll tell you this. I was playing softball last Sunday morning when the Browns-Viking game was going on, and in each dugout, there's 4 fields, so there's 8 dugouts. In each dugout, the game was on somebody's phone, and people were huddled around watching it.
Well, once again, that's like 8 people to 1 Nielsen rating or one
I'm not worried
view.
about the ratings, but I'm just saying that people care about watching football.
Yeah, people will watch it. He's right. It's like Monday Night Football. We all watch the game Monday night for the most part.
If it's
Yeah.
the only game on, to me, my definition of prime time is if it's a standalone game. I think even some of the Monday night games, when you have when the Jets play the Dolphins, there's a second game going on. To me, that's way less prime time than a 9:30 standalone game. But anyway, to answer your question, the Jets are going to come out flat, and we're going to score 3 points in the first quarter. They're gonna have that one good drive. They go, all right, hey, maybe we can do something. They'll score 3 points, and then they'll put up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter when they're down 21-3, and they're gonna lose this game 27-21.
Would you say 27 what?
27-21.
Wow. I
I'm
think
giving
that's
them a lot of credit for those
I think you're
21
giving them-
points.
yeah.
Dude, what do you mean? They do it every week. Fourth quarter garbage points. Those points still count. And
Yeah.
they
That's fair.
No, I understand that. I actually had it at, what did I have it at, Maddie? 37-13 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I just think we're going to get destroyed. Like if I'm being truthful about it, like it's going to be scary bad. I think.
Look, as bad as the defense has been, and they've been bad, we've also played some pretty good offenses. So I don't think Denver is on that level of offense.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, and Denver's kind of hit or miss. So on their offense, we'll see what happens. But I think they might get some fourth quarter garbage points. That makes sense.
I mean, look what Indy did to them last week. Jonathan Taylor just scored another touchdown. So, and the Jets' offensive strength is their running game. I mean, we can see some big games out of Breece Hall, out of Isaiah Davis, out of Justin Fields tomorrow.
We could. It'll be interesting, but they're definitely not going to win anyway.
No, God, no. We're
yeah. As long as we're all on the same page about that.
Yeah, no.
I think we all are on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to face Cincy and the Saints and Carolina, and they're like, these are bad teams. We should beat them, and then we lose to them also. And then what the fuck are we?
Yeah, that Indiana quarterback or whatever his name is. What's it? That kid in the college that's they're projecting number 1. I'm almost counting on him being a Jet at this point.
I like Dante Moore out of Oregon.
I don't know the difference. He's the guy I see the most hype for because I just can't keep up with college ball and basketball and hockey and everything else.
I like Dante Moore. I saw him play in high school. He was a stud there. You went to UCLA there for a year. Now is tearing it up in Oregon. Looks like he's like really taking that next step. I think Dante Moore is going to be something special.
Cousin Kenny saying Mendoza. He says Mendoza beat Moore today.
That's his name.
Yeah, but dude, we're talking about a team sport.
No, I agree.
You know, that doesn't mean that one quarterback's better than the other.
And an Oregon Duck fan right here, Scott Foster, says Moore was bad today, but no help from the O-line.
Yeah. But that is a big worry about bringing in a quarterback. I heard other people discussing this on another podcast of basically, Zach Wilson sucked, but we had no roster around him. Sam Darnold sucked, but we had no roster around him. See what happens when Darnold has a good Minnesota team around him. He looks more than competent. He gets a big payday from Seattle. He's looking more than competent there. We bring in a Dante Moore or Martinez or a Nesberg, whatever, from LSU. Like, there's no team around him. Yeah, the offense line is pretty good. Breece Hall won't be here. We have one NFL quality wide receiver. What position are we putting a quarterback, a rookie quarterback in? Now, if you're picking top 3, I get it. You got to take somebody. But if we somehow end up with number 5 or whatever it is, are you really like pushing to get a rookie quarterback just for the sake of getting a quarterback?
No. I mean, I'm 100% with you. If you don't have the best quarterback, like you can't say no to him. Don't get a quarterback that you're not sold on.
Yeah.
YouTube user comes in and says, "Give this guy a cannoli and shut him up." It would probably be a bagel and lox, not.
Hey, YouTube user, whoever the hell you are, come out to me, say it to my face, bro. Let's see how many teeth you have left after.
Wow, he doesn't like being called Italian.
That
Whoa.
escalated quickly.
I didn't realize he had such hatred towards the Italians.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm a very violent person. Like, when people talk shit on the streets, it ends up terribly for them.
Maybe you shouldn't be in your line of work.
Well, I mean, don't talk shit to me.
Yeah, don't talk shit to him over the internet, on comment section, on YouTube.
Yeah. Come at me, bro.
That's funny.
I am speechless. This just went so high school. I don't even know how to.
Yeah, what the hell happened? So who? How many field goals does Nick Folk have tomorrow?
Yeah, right. 7 for your 21 points.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I need to change my prediction because I had 21, but I think he kicks a field goal early and make it 3, and then we don't score till the fourth quarter. Sorry, it's going to be 24-17. Sorry, I apologize, Mike. 24-17.
Nice. I'll take. Look, will it be 24-3 for the first 3 quarters? You think?
I think it'll be 21-3 going into the fourth, and then we outscore them in the fourth quarter 14-3.
Oh,
Titan Fighter comes in, says, "Get Abe some pads. That's the spirit." Titan Fighter wants you on the field, and he gets the Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. I don't know any Italians named Abe.
What is with it?
I'm
almost tonight.
I'm also the furthest thing from Italian.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Honest Abe, baby. He's a Jets fan.
Hell yeah.
Just making sure. Hold on, making sure we got these comments. Yeah. So, any other thoughts, man? Like, what do we do here? I said, I don't know if you heard this, but last week I said, like, at this point at 0-5, Abe, I want Muji and Aaron Glenn to not gut the team, but I want them to get rid of as many players as they want. I want them to keep our like rookie first rounders because they're on little contracts. We don't know what to. So Fashanu, obviously, Membu, Mason Taylor, like these guys are fine. Like we'll keep them around. Garrett Wilson, we're keeping around. Obviously, he's a superstar. He can catch balls no matter what quarterback is throwing to him, as we've seen, because he's been thrown to by some of the worst quarterbacks ever. But what I want in this next offseason, I want Aaron Glenn, because look, if we're either getting rid of Aaron Glenn now or we're going to give him the time that he needs. And the best thing we could possibly do is get rid of as many people as we can, get as many draft picks and as much cap space as possible. Your thoughts?
I'm with you. There's a handful of guys that I want to keep around. First, I want to keep the entire offensive line. And as crazy as it sounds, building stability, especially when it's so young, is going to be beneficial, not just for this year, but for the future as well. Like you said, the 2 tackles, Tippmann on his 3rd year. John Simpson is going to be a free agent. So you got to make a decision now. Either get rid of him or re-sign him now. We can't trust AVT to come back. And then Josh Myers, will he be back? Won't he? Who knows? But I see no reason to trade him at this point. Breece Hall, see ya. Garrett Wilson's the only guy in the offense outside of Taylor that we should keep around.
And Alan Lazard,
of course. But I mean, you can't trade Alan Lazard. If you were to trade Alan Lazard, you'd have to trade Lazard and a 7th to get a 6th. Like that's how bad it is.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But that's the whole roster, really. Like, what value are you really able to get? Like, who are you trading to get any sort of, not even significant value, but marginalized value?
Who needs Alan Lazard?
All right, Alan Lazard, we all know is dog crap.
Bro, that's what I mean. Like that's like who would even think about it?
But all right, Quincy Williams. Because I don't want to trade Quinnen. I think he's a cornerstone. But Quincy Williams, expiring contract, take out the injury. What are you getting for him? A 5th, a 6th?
Well, I mean, how many? You said he's a free agent, right?
He's a free agent after this year. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, once again, that's what I want. I want Aaron Glenn to build his team. So if he looks at Quinnen and Quincy and says, "I want these guys," okay, but I just don't want any excuses that he's dealing with a Joe Douglas, Robert Saleh team. I want him to build his team as quick as possible, and this next offseason, as many draft picks and as much cap space as possible.
Sure. I mean, trade Sherwood, trade everybody on the defense besides Quinnen and Sauce. And honestly, I'd be cool trading Sauce, but nobody's taking his contract right now.
Yeah, that's the only problem. It'd be a
we
huge.
said that earlier. It's never gonna happen.
No, but I mean, they just made that move, which is crazy. How we're talking about a guy that we don't think they're going to take his contract, and they just made the move.
Well, they kind of had to. Like, they didn't have a choice.
100%.
So it makes sense. Abe, do you have time for a question from a super chat for all of us?
Give me one as I pull into the driveway.
All right, here we go. Ali comes in, gets a Jets chant. Here we go. Jets, Jets, Jets. He says, what happened during the 2020, the 2-14, and the 1996 1-15 seasons, and what needs to happen for the Jets to shit the bed even harder this season?
They're doing it.
I mean, just keep playing the balls at the way that they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally do everything the
steady
same.
as she goes, boys.
I mean, just maintain status quo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ali, this is well, no, you know the funny thing, Abe, I don't know if you know the backstory of Ali, but he from Kansas City, and he just picked his team like within the past couple years, and he chose the Jets.
What a mistake. Honestly, if I were to come across that guy, I would probably do everything in my legal authority to get him institutionalized and check for mental health evaluation, because there's clearly some significant issues going on up there.
Yeah, I look, we've told him a million times. We were like, dude, if you've only been a Jets fan for a year or two, now's your chance.
We're happy to have you, but you can still get out of this.
Yeah, you can still get out of this. You could still not be miserable for the rest of your life, but he's sticking around, and I love him for it.
I think it's like how people just decide they want to do fentanyl, even though they know it's going to kill them.
Well, I hear
the Jets are fentanyl.
That's where we know it's terrible.
The Jeff Ents. I'm going to come up with a name, damn it.
All right, that's my time, boys.
Thank you, Abe. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
All right. Ali, that was a great question. It's like,
yeah, they're doing it. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, me and Maddie lived through those seasons, and one you didn't mention was in you said 96, but in 95, the year before, we went 3-13. So we had in 2 years 4 wins. Okay, like
that's a quarter of a season at that time of football.
Yeah, like I'm telling Ali, guys, everyone hit that like button. I appreciate it. Support the show. Ali, I appreciate you being a Jets fan, but you still have an out. And I was on Dano's show last night, Maddie, and I found out that he just became a Mets fan.
Who did, Dano?
Yeah. And I said to him, I said, man, you have a chance. Like, the Mets are the Jets. Like, don't keep adding on. Like, you've been a Mets fan and a Jets fan for your whole life.
Yeah.
So it's like there's nothing you can do about it. But the Mets and the Jets and the Nets and like all these teams that with the rhyming New York names.
It's bad.
Get out if you can. Get out, Dano.
Did you guys see that helicopter crash today?
No.
They had this helicopter just spun out of control in Sacramento and just crashed into the flood. It was like right off the beach. 5 people got hurt, but nobody died. But it just starts and just boom.
Wow.
Wild.
No, but the fact that you're saying that nobody died.
Nobody died. The video looked like somebody got thrown out of it, but apparently it was just like luggage or something or piece of cargo. But yeah, dude, 5 people. I mean, I would say it was only maybe when it finally went down, it was about 10 feet above the roof of the building. It was over. Like, so, I mean, it slowly came and then just, but it's wild. That was
got the franchise shit. And the fan base. Look, as Dolphins fans, you don't have any room to talk.
Yeah, you don't get to be mouthy about the fan base as a Dolphins fan. Like, you can talk shit about the franchise, but it's not like going to a Dolphins game is going to a Mensa meeting.
Ryan, look, man, anything can happen. Any given Sunday. Me and Maddie have said this. I don't think the Jets are going to win. Like I said, 37-13. There you go. That's what I think is going to happen. But there's just something nagging me in the back of my mind. If anyone missed the start of this program, where I'm like, I looked at it and it's like the Jets just suck. The Broncos are riding high. They just beat the Eagles, and the Jets never win, as Abe says, in prime time. They never win in London. Like, who's to say this one little glitch in the matrix can't just poof, all of a sudden the Jets win this game, and then all us Jets fans get excited and social media, oh, Aaron Glenn, here it comes. He's starting to improve the team. He's starting to look. They only had 6 penalties for 60 yards. Like, they're improving. Like, this is it. That's how Jets fans will get. We are very down to earth and reasonable, but for like 3 or 4 days after a win, we get a little weird. I'll be honest.
That one's for you, YouTube user.
Get this Italian off, please. He's gone. He wants a spicy meatball. Wow, Abe really does not want to be an Italian.
That got kind of weird. Oh, that's a hot button. I mean, maybe, I don't know. The Italians were in Axis power. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Let's see. AG gave Sherwood the big contract. Was it a big contract? But regardless, I can't believe anyone would trust Glenn and Muji to put a talented team together. Well, then if that's the case, then we need to fire him now. Like, if nobody in the organization, none of the fans or whatever believe in him, then we just need to get rid of him and get somebody in as soon as possible. I know a guy who would take the job, Rex Ryan. He'll take the job tomorrow.
They're saying that Miami's looking at him right now.
At Rex?
Yeah, they're saying that the ownership's thinking, they're going to give.
That would be our fucking luck.
We'll see what happens, but
he goes to Miami and just turns the team around. It's like, God damn it.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen, but I guess it's more than rumored that like a few credible like reporters are like going, it's been discussed. I mean, but that's the thing. You're going to discuss every possible option when your team is in the gutter. The Jets discussed it last year, and this is what they came up with. When you're Miami right now, of course you're going to discuss everything. I mean, they would discuss bringing in fucking Bill Lambier to lure him away from like whatever WNBA team he's coaching.
Brian comes in, says Knicks is a suffer story too. A brutal 1990s. What are you talking about?
90s were good. There was just no payoff.
Yeah, there was no payoff, but they had a good decade.
Yeah.
Made it to the finals in 94. It's I don't know if that's exactly what he's talking about. There you go. Scott. Jets are like that helicopter.
Yeah. And then fucking what's his name? YouTube user can't put them together. I'm like, oh boy.
Well, another thing is that YouTube user, you've watched this fucking show enough. You should know we go off on tangents, and the helicopter one was actually pretty damn close to.
It's apropos.
Like, please.
And you're all gonna go fucking look for it as soon as we're done.
Oh, there we go. Devils win. First win of the season. Good job, Devils. I did see they went up 5-3, but I didn't see there were still 3 minutes left in the game when I checked last, but it is final. The New Jersey Devils are now 1-1. So I actually watched damn Maddie. I watched this something down. I watched this hockey program on YouTube. Damn, I can't remember the name. And they had originally the Devils at cup contenders. And they're all Canadians, and it's so funny to listen to Canadians talk. But then they had too many people in like cup contenders, so they had to move some people.
They had to decide who was out.
Yeah, so they moved the Devils down to playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs, but they had both the Devils and the Rangers making the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing a lot of that. I don't know how sold I am on the Rangers playoffs chances, but a good head coach can. I do, YouTube user. I stay out of the sun. A good coach can make some difference, and they did make some free agent saves. But I mean, I think this year's another one on that rebuild, but try to save some dignity kind of kick. This is as good as it's going to get. But yeah, more than one person had the Devils, Rangers making the playoffs. No one had the Islanders making the playoffs.
No, but a lot of people that
they're going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, no, a lot of people have them in a rebuild, but in a good way.
Yeah, like they're finally doing a smart rebuild.
Yes. A lot of people seem to have the Islanders looking very promising in the future.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I say, I'm going to catch a few Islanders games this year just to Just to see what they're doing with this rebuild.
Brian says Jets win tomorrow 31-13 and 31 Atlas starts screaming right for us. What is that? I'm not. Do you know? Can you decipher that?
Brian Atlas from the whatever podcast. I don't know.
I don't think that's.
I don't think he likes sports at all. But okay.
Scott, if that happens, like, I'm sorry. Like, fuck. I would not be.
He
okay.
already coached the Bills. I mean, what's the difference? You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it would just be the same thing.
And beat us.
Yeah, so I mean, it'd just be the same deal.
Honest Dave equals worst Italian ever. I want a coach that doesn't wear women's pants. I agree with that. What is the deal? Well, at least he doesn't have one. At least he doesn't have one leg hiked up like McDaniel in the Dolphins. Mike McDaniel literally looks like the biggest fucking tool in all of. Like originally, I thought it was originally him and the guy, the coach. What's his name? Of the Jaguars, Duval. Like that. Those two looked like the biggest, like just douchey losers, nerds. But now he's winning. The Jaguars are looking good. So I could take a little bit of that back, but Mike McDaniel's got to be the biggest. Like
he just looks like such a chode.
I know it looks like anyone can kick the shit out of him.
Yeah, like there's nobody scared of that guy.
There you go. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, please do.
I lost a month's rent on that Rocket series. What, in '94? That would have been, the Rockets were a freaking great team. I wouldn't be putting a month's rent on against any team that looked as good as the Rockets. You know, the Knicks look good. I'm not saying the Knicks weren't a great team. They clearly were. But, you know, that was like a toss-up. Don't you remember that series? It was like, let's be real here. It wasn't like the Knicks were going to sweep it.
No. And no one said they would.
No. Let's see here. Wet Drip comes in. Thoughts on Jackson Dart? Maddie?
I mean, it'd be nice if we could have got him or whatever. And looking at it now, he looks good. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, good for him. I wish him success. You know, I mean, you can't be mad at him, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look, the kid looks good. He looks tough. Him and I keep calling him Bippity Boppity Boo, Scataboo. Both of those kids are tough. Like they're and once again, maybe not smart, especially for Jackson Dart, but those two are like running head on into people. Like they ain't scared of shit.
Well, yeah, and you got to figure Dart knew he was going into a franchise that was probably not going to win a lot of games. So I like that he's playing with, you know, he's playing like he's got nothing to lose because he doesn't. So I got nothing anti-Dart to say.
Greg, there were a lot of people who wanted Jackson Dart on the Jets. Not going to deny that. Not going to deny that. I didn't. I wasn't necessarily one of those people. Like, you know, whatever. We could have gotten him, right.
I don't remember.
Didn't he not go to the second round?
My thought was the offensive line needed to be fixed, but we weren't sure.
Oh no, the Giants traded up to get into the end of the first round to get Jackson Dart because they took Malik Neighbors first, right?
I don't remember. I don't follow.
I
can't remember what the Giants did as well. You know what I mean? It's just
now I'm just, my whole brain is. There you go. Rangers suck.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Do you burn easily?
Oh yeah.
Being from Washington State, my wife sounds Canadian.
I believe it.
I don't think I could live with and no offense to anyone with an accent.
You're being racist.
But no, I don't think I could live with someone with an accent. It would drive me insane. Now I understand everyone has an accent. I get that. But I'm talking about, like, I need you to be from the New York, New Jersey area, you know, tri-state. I'm not a big accent person. I know a lot of people love it. A lot of people are like, ooh, that girl has a British accent. That sounds hot or whatever. That's not me. I don't want to have to put subtitles to understand what you're saying. Like, that's my whole point. You all Knicks fans. Maddie's a Knicks fan. I am at this point in my life, I watched tons of basketball in the 80s and 90s. At this point in my life, I'm just a fan. Like, when Maddie starts getting me hyped towards the end of a season, that's when I'll start watching.
Yeah, that's usually when he becomes a Knicks fan is when that's it, which is fine. Like I say, I mean, if you like hoops, you like hoops. If you got time, cool. I mean, by the way, I got to get out of here in about a minute, so I'll wrap all this up too. Yeah, Jets are probably going to lose tomorrow, and by probably, I'm saying I would be. If they win tomorrow, like I say, I will be insufferable, but I certainly would not tell anybody to go ahead and put any money on that game. Other than that, I guess I'll just see everybody Monday night. I don't know what else to say. It's finally getting cool around here, and that's kind of nice. So
yeah, we've had some cool days. We've had some cool days. It's nice.
Might even wear a long sleeve shirt to work tonight. So
I might even call this show a little bit early tonight because we have to wake up fucking, and because once again, I can't just wake up and plop down in front of a goddamn television.
That's what I do every Sunday.
I got to do shit with the kids. I gotta, do. There's things I got to get done.
Oh, so, your kids are younger than mine too.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, it is what it is. But Maddie, if you got to get out of here.
Yeah, guys, I'll see you Monday night. Everybody, I hope you have a great couple of days till I see you again. Scott Black, YouTube user. Always good to see you boys in here, you shit talkers. And other than that, special shout out, Michael Lando. You're always appreciated. Everybody else, love your eyes, love your thighs. And I will see you Monday night.
All right, Maddie, have a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, he just disappeared. I had another member of the Midnight Mike Show family tree. I was going to have him come on. We're going to pick the games for this week coming up. Let's give him a minute. I'll go through some of your comments. Please, if you're in here, hit the like button. It is free. It is free. I'm not asking. I love super chats and I love gifted channel memberships and I love people joining the channel. But the thing I just ask you guys to do is hit the thumbs up button. Hit that. It's free. Subscribe if you're new. All that stuff. Come in and talk shit like Scott Black and Ryan and YouTube user. This channel welcomes fans of other teams. This channel welcomes people coming in and talking shit. I love that. I absolutely love it, and I appreciate it, guys. So I'll get back to these comments. I'll see if I could get Tommy back in here, and we'll pick the game. I don't want to start picking games until I have him in here because then I just have to go back and check that stuff. Yeah, right. Jets will beat the Broncos. Like I said, Ryan, I don't think in my heart of hearts, I think the Jets are going to lose the game big. I think they're going to get destroyed. And Abe had a point when he was on earlier saying, oh, the Jets will score 3. They'll have like 3 points headed into the fourth quarter. And then they'll get a touchdown or 2 in garbage time. And then that's basically how it will end up. So, that seems a little bit realistic to me. But it's just a feeling I had. It's just like if there's a small glitch in the matrix, the Jets, and it wouldn't, what it would be? It would be the Jets winning to punish their fans, because all the Jets fans will get excited. Their chests will, Jets, and then the next week we'll lose to the Panthers and everything will go to shit. So that's how it is. All right. Come on, Scott. Even as a Dolphins fan, let's be honest, you're a Dolphins fan. Even as a Dolphins fan, you've got to look at Mike McDaniel and laugh. Like, the guy looks like, to be fair, he kind of looks like he has some sort of disease. Like he's like some sort of patient that should have tubes and stuff going in and out of him. He looks just so frail and nerdy and he's gonna die. Like you don't see that? Like you don't see that? AG is losing in women's pants, even to one leg. Mike McDaniel agreed with that. Tommy, give me the thumbs up when you're ready. Just I can't tell. All right, we'll see. We'll see. It looks a little choppy. I don't know. Looks frozen. Oh no, he got up. We'll see. We'll get to him. Magic will beat the Knicks. I used to be a huge Magic fan. Scott, let me tell you a little story. I was always a Knicks fan. I always liked the Knicks, but my grandparents live in Florida, and obviously one of them is passed now. I'm talking about back in the 90s. My grandparents lived in Florida, and one of their best friends was like vice president of the Orlando Magic and used to get tickets and everything all the time. So I used to get programs sent to me, signed shit sent to me. I still have a signed Shaquille O'Neal authentic jersey from when was he drafted? 1992 NBA draft. I got a Shaq. I got Anthony Hardaway. Got to sign Shaq Ball. I've got so much Orlando Magic, Shaq, Penny Hardaway, Horace Grant, Dennis Scott, Nick Anderson. Are you kidding me? That team was awesome. I loved that Magic team. Loved them. So I think me and Scott Black might have something in common. I think we just found out that me and Scott Black have something in common. Jax and Scadaboo are pretty dope. I hope they do great, but I'll stick with Nick Folk and the old man with the beard. Yeah, look, well, let's see. Guys, just to let you know, Tommy is in the green room. I'm just getting him ready. As soon as I see him sit down, I will bring him in and we will predict next week's games. I wish the Jets. Yes, I agree. The Giants got a steal on Scadaboo, 100%. At least that's what it looks like as of now. Once again, folks, we're only 5 games into the season. So let's see where this goes. But as of now, he looks like an outstanding pick. All right, Tommy, are you ready? What does that mean? He does this. What the fuck does that mean? Are you ready? Okay. Tommy Jets, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Mikey? Yeah, sorry. I'm home, but my daughter is refusing to go to sleep, and I can't have her in the office because she'll ruin what I'm trying to rebuild there. Because she likes to touch everything. So we're currently in the laundry room where she is just having a ball with taking out every single piece of clothing that we have laid out here.
Is that why your internet is a little dicey?
There's been something going on with my internet. I'm not sure what the issue is because even on my show, not this past week because I was sick, but 2 weeks ago, it was cutting in and out a lot. I'm not sure what's been happening there.
All right. Well, if you could, I would love to have you pick this week's games with me. Are you down?
Yeah, I'm down. Hey, what's
right.
up, Kim? Tommy Schatz.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let me get back. Hold on. Best sports horror podcast of all, or movie of all time, Teen Wolf, 1985. Michael J. Fox. Hell yeah. Teen Wolf 2 was a little weird. I'll tell you that. I just want to catch up.
A little interesting.
I'm just real quick, Tommy. I'm just catching up in the chat.
Yeah, you're good.
Magic fan from day one. Hell yeah. Laker Nation, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Let me just go through here. I'm checking everybody. Guys, you guys are hitting the I am a Magic. Yes, I am a Magic fan, but I was originally a Knicks fan. I was still a Knicks fan, and now I'm just not a basketball fan. I haven't watched basketball. Dude, during the 80s and 90s, if you watched basketball during the 80s and 90s, I don't understand how you could watch basketball today. It's like there's no
it's like a completely different sport.
Yeah, exactly. I grew up watching Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, people who were willing to like throw elbows and punches into your face and all that stuff. And nowadays it's just ridiculous. Is Tommy Italian? You missed it.
You don't see this honker, bro?
Abe came on earlier and they called him. They said, give this guy a cannoli and tell him to shut up. And I was like, not a cannoli. You need to give him like a bagel with lox. And Abe went off. He was like, yo, well, why don't you say that to my face or something? And was yelling at these guys. And apparently Abe has a problem with Italians. I don't know what his problem is.
Hey, Italians and Jews are very similar. They both have very, very long, big noses.
No. I believe Tommy is Italian. Come on now.
Yeah, Italian, Irish, and some other stuff. Thanks, Brian.
Wow. She's vocal tonight.
Yeah, she's usually not up this late. She's just decided because I got to stay home today. Usually I'm not here. Usually I'm not around on Saturdays, as you know. But so she's very happy that Daddy's here this weekend and having a little too much fun, I guess.
All right, well then let's do this. Oops. I did the wrong thing. Let's share the screen just so that people know where we're going with this. NFL Week 6. Let's go. All right, Tommy. Broncos Jets tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. from London. Who do you got?
I'm gonna have to go with the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, realistically.
Yeah. The Jets have to prove something. I mean, they'll win one eventually. It's just I don't know when, and I don't feel comfortable enough picking them to win.
Yeah, no, I got this weird feeling like the Jets never win on nationally televised games. The Jets never win in London. The Jets have lost 5 games in a row. The Broncos are looking better. They just beat the Eagles. Are the Jets going to win this game just to like get all our hopes up, just to dash them as we lose to the Panthers?
Probably. Yeah,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like there is a glitch in the matrix where the Jets could win this game, but they're not going to. I actually picked the Jets to lose like 37-13. Yeah. Like I think it's going to be a beating. I mean, we can't expect we cannot expect the Broncos not to score 30 points. Every single team has scored 30 points on us.
Well, it's not just that either, man. It's like the team, some of the players just sound defeated. Like Breece Hall talking with the trade talk already, Quinnen Williams, they had defensive players meeting, which is insane. I mean, once teams start doing that, like obviously playoffs are off the table, but it's not going to end well for them.
Let's move to the 1:00 games. We got the Seattle Seahawks going into Jacksonville to play the surprising Jacksonville Jaguars. Tommy, what are your thoughts?
I mean, Liam Cohen's done a good job. It's, I think they're going to be a little overly gassed with that win this past week. Give me Darnold and the Seahawks.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think I picked the Jaguars to win last week.
We did. We both did. Yeah.
And I don't know. I kind of feel good for them. I want this train to keep rolling, and it's in Jacksonville. God, I got to go Jaguars. Let's go.
I'd love to see him win. My buddy's a big Jaguars fan, so I would love to see him win. But at the same time, I'd love to see him lose so I can just troll him a little bit.
All right, well, moving along, another Florida team. The Dolphins are home in Miami, welcoming the San Diego LA Chargers. Geez, I had faith in the Chargers, but they've been dropping off. The Dolphins suck. I don't even know.
Yeah, last week's game was brutal for the Chargers. I have to go LA there just because screw the Dolphins forever.
Yeah, I'll go LA too. I just can't believe that the Dolphins could beat a good team. And I think the Chargers, I don't think the Chargers are great anymore, but I think they're good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they're good enough. Put it this way. They're good enough to beat the Dolphins. They should be at least.
If they don't, it's going to be a problem for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, it'll be a problem for Miami too, because that means they have to keep that nerd Mike McDaniel longer. I feel like they're just waiting, like any minute now, it's going to happen. Now another LA team. Nobody's playing in LA this week. The Chargers are headed to Miami. The Rams are headed to Baltimore to play the lowly Ravens. Never thought I'd say that. How long is Lamar out?
I'm not certain. I haven't kept tabs with the Ravens at all. I have a staff writer who works for me for college stuff who covers the Ravens too. He's not impressed with them. He wants actually John Harbaugh fired, which I think a lot of Ravens fans are starting to at this point. They're at home, and without Lamar, it's just impossible to see them winning that game, I think. I mean, the Rams are just a good team. They had a great team. Sean McVay's a great head coach. Matthew Stafford's, a really great quarterback. And Puka Nakua's done a great job stepping in for that Cooper Kupp role. He looks even potentially better than Kupp was in his prime. So I'm going to go with the Rams.
Real quick, I see it at the top here, and I don't think I talked to you about it. But Tommy, real quick, let's just pop out of here, and I will get back to this. Tommy, the Giants beating the Eagles. Tell me your thoughts.
Yeah, Jackson Dart, baby. Came around, said he was going to end up doing some good stuff. Love seeing that. Scatterboo is a psychopath, my favorite type of football player by far. Reminds me of a lot of my favorite players. And they did it without like a wide receiver one. Doing it without Malik Neighbors is insane. And all the other – because Dart was throwing, for lack of a better term, darts in that contest. Great player. Dable, as much crap as he gets from Giants fans, and deservedly so, I think he's a good guy. I actually got to meet him at the Shrine Bowl. He loves me, by the way, so I got to show love to Dable and the Giants, so I'm going to take that. By the way, Scott, you're right. I would beat his ass. Thank you.
Real quick, what do you think of that video coming out where Dable was literally screaming at the medical staff when Jackson Dart was in the blue tent because he had to have Russell Wilson out on the field.
That's so I don't blame Dable for that at all. I would be doing the same thing if my job was on the line against a divisional opponent, because you got to think, if he's not winning these games, he's going to be axed. He's kind of on the short leash. People were surprised that he was even, returned for New York. So everything's on the line with him, and I don't blame him. The play wasn't a concussion anyway. I mean, anybody who thought that was a potential concussion protocol has never played football in their life. It was just a readjustment of the helmet because it got knocked off when it hit the guy's knee. So I think it's a non-issue.
All right, well, let's keep moving along. NFL Week 6. So I agree with you. I think the Rams are going to beat the Ravens. The Ravens are looking bad, but once again, Harbaugh, I feel like fans of teams are so goddamn spoiled. It's like what I wouldn't give to have the seasons that Harbaugh has had in Baltimore, what I wouldn't give to have the seasons that Tomlin has had in Pittsburgh. And these fan bases, it's like, guys, look at what we've been going through. This has been decades of miserable 50 coaches, 100 quarterbacks. I don't know how I feel about people calling for Harbaugh's job or Tomlin's job or all that stuff. I don't know.
It'd be nice to have a good team. Well, not even, that's the thing. Even mediocre would be all right for the Jets at this point. And we're not even that. We're just bad.
God, if you get us to the playoffs, if you're a coach and you get us to the playoffs, fuck, man, Weeb has his jacket retired.
Yeah.
Retire the jacket. Just get me to the playoffs and we'll put your jacket up at MetLife. We'll put you in the Ring of Honor. The Cardinals heading into Indianapolis to play the Colts. Tommy, your thoughts?
When I saw this before, beginning of the season, when I went through a lot of these, I thought that the Cardinals were going to be, win and be good. Jonathan Gannon's done a great job with the defense. It's just, I've said it a million times, Kyler Murray cannot read a defense at all. He's not the guy. He's not a good quarterback. He's great for the kids who play Madden.
But couldn't you say the same thing about Justin Fields?
Yes. Yeah, I honestly, I would. I 100% would. It's for the kids who play Madden, who have zero football experience. It's just he runs around a lot and can make some splash plays. That's great and fine, but you need to do a lot more of that to be an actual quarterback in the NFL. Kyler Murray is not that guy, so he really holds the team back. Also, I want to give I think it's ridiculous that Jonathan Gannon has basically had to apologize and got fined for, just kind of shoulder checking his guy for dropping the ball and costing the team that game against the Titans last week.
Yeah.
It just shows how pussified, the NFL and sports in general have gotten. This is, I don't care if anybody disagrees. This is a gladiator sport. People put on pads for a reason because they have to, they go and get hit, for 60 minutes, usually longer than that. It's 4 hours now for NFL freaking games. They're getting hit all the time. It's massive stuff. A little shoulder check for making a massive mistake shouldn't be a non-issue. So anybody getting on Gannon, he hasn't done a great job this season. On the offensive side, whatever, he's the head coach. He deserves that blame. But for that instance, I think that was insane.
Well, on the other end, what do you think of Jerry Jones getting fired for flipping off the Jets fans?
I think Jerry Jones is hilarious that
I'll be honest,
excuse that he used the wrong finger.
Tommy, I don't care. I don't think he should have been fined. It makes it exciting. No. It adds it's like pro wrestling, man. It's pro wrestling is super pussified now too. But it's right. What happened to getting fired up? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he shoulder checked the guy. Jerry Jones gave people the middle finger. They were probably cursing at him. What? Right. What's the big deal? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a Jerry Jones fan by any means. But it's it adds to the sport, and it's not here's another question though. Was that caught on national television?
I don't know. The video seems too clear to be a phone. You know what I mean? So maybe, but who knows?
If it was caught on national television, I could maybe see it because there's kids watching. But if it's like from a fan phone, or like it's from a camera that like while they were at commercial break or something like that, I don't have no problem with that. Like no problem with it. As a matter of fact, if he wants to flip off a kid in the stadium, I'm okay with that. Like, please, when I used to be in the upper tier of Giants Stadium, I had guys spill. I was a little kid. I had people spilling beers on me, people fighting, people smoke. Like literally, I was inhaling Marlboro cigarettes from all around me. Like, when you're a kid and you're going to a football game, it's your dad's job to be like, all right, this is going to get nuts. Be prepared.
That's how the old Yankee games were back when the bleacher creatures were like a real thing. I don't include the new stadium bleacher creatures as real people. That's not.
No, not this, because they're probably paying $150 for those tickets.
Yeah.
Dude,
this guy's doing like pedo vibes. That's weird.
What's going on?
Yeah, that YouTube guy is talking like predator pedo vibes. That's some self-reflection you got to do in the mirror, my friend.
What is he saying? I'm trying to go back. Who was saying it? YouTube user?
Yeah. I mean, obviously a guy in a burner who has no balls to show his face or anything, so I don't really care. It's just hilarious. The pedo stuff is where the jokes kind of get not bad, kind of bad. Hey.
Yeah, no, dude, YouTube user, man, we love having you guys in here talking shit, but definitely don't go there, man. Like that if that's true, that's weird. So yeah, I look, I don't mind. You guys know, YouTube user Scott Black, Ryan, I welcome all you guys to come in and talk as much shit as you want. But when it comes to like racial shit or doxing people or like that, like pedo, like come on, like talk shit, but like have some couth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Have some balls or substance, not just be. Don't be a pussy.
Once again, if we were a bunch of guys sitting around or whatever, but this is YouTube. You know, like I don't want my channel to get in trouble. I don't want you to I don't want to have to report you. I don't want to have to block you. You know, I'd rather have you here talking shit. You know, just keep it. I guess this is not my rules, folks. This is not my rules. It's YouTube's rules. Cowboys going into Carolina to play the Panthers. I'm gonna look. Panthers coming off a win. Cowboys coming off a win. Cowboys are still the better team of high-powered offense. I think the Cowboys win. Your thoughts, Tommy?
Yeah, Dak Prescott's playing great. He should be talked about more as an MVP candidate, to be honest with you. Especially with I know they have George Pickens, but CD going down is, that's a detriment to that offense. Love seeing Javonte Williams look great. Big fan of him at UNC. Now that he's healthy, he looks like the Javonte of old. So I really like that. The Panthers, Bryce Young does not look great, man. That team just doesn't seem to have the answers at head coach or for many of the other stuff going on with him. Also, I think it's really disrespectful. I don't know if you saw this. One of the beat reporters there was kind of like throwing in an Xavier Leggett's face about like his parents dying and not being able to be at the game and stuff, which is insane because the guy wrote an article about his parents dying and then in his apology pretended that he didn't know they died. Insane stuff. If you guys haven't heard about that. So just on that, I'm going Cowboys on that game.
Okay, real quick. I do see what YouTube. I don't see the comments that YouTube user is talking about, and I think he's talking about another. There's another commenter in the comment section called Pred
and not Predator. Okay. I apologize.
I'm like, buddy. Look, YouTube user, I will back you up, or I will not back you up, but I will. If this was a misunderstanding, I'm okay with that. Like I'm cool.
Yeah,
with
same.
That.
I don't care either. Yeah. People can talk shit. I don't give a fuck.
All right, so we got.
Okay, yeah, you're right, YouTube user. I'm sorry, baby.
All right, here we go. Patriots and the Saints. It's in New Orleans. I don't think that makes much of a difference. Patriots are flying high and looking better each week. Patriots beat the Saints.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I really like what Vrabel's been doing. Drake May, another UNC guy. Love seeing those guys do well in the NFL. So I'm a big fan of that. And as much as I hate the Patriots, man, I just don't see a way that they lose to the Saints. Shout out to Spencer Rattler, though, because he's looked pretty decent despite the Saints only having one win.
The Jets could lose to the Saints.
100%. Yeah.
Not the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots are going to let that happen. This is the last of our 1:00 game. It's a divisional game. The Browns heading into Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The Steelers coming off a bye, I believe. You can go first on this one. I think it's a pretty easy one, but go ahead.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel looked okay in his, debut, I guess we'll call that, last week. But give me Rodgers. Give me Rodgers and the Steelers. It seems like it's going to be an easy win for them. I don't see how Cleveland can win that game. Thank you.
YouTube user says, "Don't make that mistake again, Timmy Tits."
Hey, buddy, I got 19-inch arms. I'll bench press you and your wife.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, the Steelers. I'm going with Rodgers and the Steelers. And I what would that put them at? Yeah, they'd be 4-1. Jesus Christ, the Jets suck so bad.
Yeah,
they just suck so bad.
Isn't it
right.
crazy? Like that, yeah. Rodgers is, yeah.
The Titan. Oh, whoa! Here we go.
That's a tough one. This is a tough one.
Yeah, this is two piles of suck. Tomorrow, starting off the 4:05 games, the Titans heading into Las Vegas to play the Raiders. I'll go first on this one. You know what? Give me Geno and the Raiders and Pete Carroll. Ooh. They're gonna pull this one off. Let's go Raiders on this one, Tommy.
I don't necessarily hate that. I don't hate that. I am not a Geno Smith guy.
Well, your daughter seems to be Raiders. She was excited about that.
Yeah, she's gotten into some stuff she probably shouldn't. There's a little pause. I'm gonna take a peek at that real quick, but yeah, not a huge Geno Smith fan, as I'm sure you know, most of you know. I do love everybody else in the Raiders. I think Pete Carroll's a good head coach. It's just, I don't know. I mean, Brock Bowers is out of this game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. The Titans are also so bad, man. Their head coach is absolutely awful. There was actually signs at College Game Day that he should get fired. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. If they lose that game, he could get fired. You know what? I think I'll rock with you. I'm not a huge Geno guy, but at home against a bad Titans team, they need to win that.
Yeah, and you know what? Pete Carroll's got to get his shit together sooner rather than later. So,
right.
Do you need to take a quick break?
No, she's good. Okay. It's nothing. It's a piece of paper.
All right. Then we got the 49ers with Mac Jones. They're looking good going into play. Another team that's looking good. I hope actually I'm getting this game. I would love to watch this game tomorrow. I'm hoping that it's in my market. 49ers versus the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, I love Baker Mayfield, man. But isn't it kind of hilarious that there was that rumors in that 21 draft of Shanahan wanting to get Mac Jones, and now he has Mac Jones instead of Trey Lance, and Mac Jones looks amazing in his offense. It's kind of creepy to, it's crazy to say, to be honest.
Well, at this point, dude, I mean, he's playing so good. Like, what happens when Purdy's healthy?
That's a legitimate question, man. Because if Mac Jones is the guy that he wanted all along, I don't know what really stopped Shanahan from being like, I want to roll with Mac the rest of the way. I mean, Purdy, at the end of the day, he got the contract, blah, blah, blah. Still a late round pick guy, not somebody you can completely rely on, unfortunately. But in terms of this game, dude, Baker Mayfield, I mean, I just love Baker Mayfield, dude. He's such a good quarterback. And I think my daughter agrees with me.
Yep, we're going to go with Mayfield fan. Bucks. Hell yeah. And Brian, and then Pred says it, Baker's going to bake. I agree. Let's go Baker Mayfield. I don't care how much you talk shit about the Jets. And I've said this before, when a player does a undercover, thing where they go undercover and mess with people with, fake shit on their face or whatever, they immediately become endearing to me. And I'm going Baker Mayfield. And by the way, have you watched any of Hulu's original Chad Powers?
I have not. I heard it's a great show, though. Is it?
Dude, so I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I don't know if the 3rd episode is out, but I will tell you this. It's the goofiest, the dumbest show I've ever seen, but I love it. It's so ridiculously funny that it's like you have to like it. I can't explain it. It's like goofy jokes, like stuff that would never happen, like the dumbest shit you'll ever see, but you're laughing and you're enjoying it and you're rooting for this guy.
I love that. I'll have to check it out. It's on Hulu.
Yeah, it's a Hulu original.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out then.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's worth it for anybody. Like, I think only the first 2 episodes are out right now. They may have dropped the third, and if they have, I'm gonna watch it probably after this. But I'm telling you, it's definitely a fun show, and I feel like it's not. There's parts where it's like, did you watch Cobra Kai?
Yeah, I love Cobra Kai.
Okay, you know how it was so refreshing to see the Johnny Lawrence character because he was just he wasn't politically correct, and you hadn't seen that in so long on television and whatever. The guy Chad Powers is originally a guy named like Ron Holiday or something like that. That character is so out of touch, and he's not politically correct. But as Chad Powers, he has to be very politically correct and very like doofy and like polite and fun because like they're saying the guy who's working with him to pull this ruse off is kind of like, dude, you have to be the exact opposite of what you were. You have to be likable.
Hey, don't give anything away. Don't give anything away.
That doesn't give anything away. Everyone knows that it's a guy becoming Chad Powers.
So it's not his actual name.
No,
like,
it's
a different. No,
it's based off of Eli Manning's skit when he went to Penn State undercover and went as Chad Powers. So the guy.
What?
Okay, so Eli Manning went undercover as a walk-on at Penn State.
I know that. Yeah.
And he went as Chad Powers. And
I never remember. He
had this long hair and this Southern accent. He's like, "Hey, I'm Chad Powers," whatever. Yeah. And so this whole show is based off of that, and it's also produced by the Mannings. So but instead of it being Eli Manning, it's a guy who, in the first 5 minutes you find this out, but he kind of fucks up his career and then has to find a way back into football. So he becomes Chad Powers.
And is it like Eastbound and Down kind of?
What's up?
Is it like Eastbound and Down?
I don't know. I haven't seen that.
You haven't? Oh, dude, I think you'd love it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check.
Like similar concept, but with baseball.
Hold on, let me see if anybody in. Yes, exactly. Yes. It is Pred, 100%, and I'm telling you guys, just give it a chance. Just give it a chance. So that's why I'm going. Let's go Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield beating the 49ers. And plus, I've never liked Mac Jones. He's a little bitch sometimes. Like, he does dirty shit.
Yeah, the way he was you remember the last game where he played against the Jets? Where he was, like, talking crazy junk, and then they ended up losing the game?
Well, I just remember seeing so many examples of him taking, like, cheap shots and, like stepping on guys and, like, doing weird shit.
He's a dirty dude.
Yeah, that's whatever. That's what it is. I feel bad for Bengals fans. I really do. It's just like nothing can work out with Joe Burrow and these Bengals, but they're coming in with Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. I'm going Green Bay all the way, obviously. Do you have any different thoughts there, Tommy?
No, I'm kind of in the same. As much as I would love to see Flacco pull off an upset at Lambeau, the odds of it happening are closer to slim to none.
Yeah, he's how many more of those surprising victories does Joe Flacco have?
I would love to see it, but it's
This game has become a little less exciting as the season has gone on. Tomorrow, Sunday Night Football on NBC. The Lions taking on the Chiefs in Kansas City. Tommy, your thoughts?
Lions should win that game. Kansas City does not look good at all, to be honest with you. Patrick Mahomes is doing as much as he can, but it just seems like the other guys aren't really putting up their part of the effort on that, which, we could be seeing the kind of downfall of that dynasty, if we want to call it that, for the Chiefs. I have the Lions. They should win this game, but it's the Lions. Sometimes they fumble some games they should win. Hopefully for them, that's not this week.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, and that's a big fall off. I feel like the Eagles like took the soul of the Kansas City Chiefs in the last Super Bowl because they just have not been the same team, and it's like they look just. It's sad how I don't want to say how bad they look because look who was talking. You know, we're Jets fans, but for a team that's been a dynasty to have this fall off this early, maybe they can pull it back, but I don't think it's going to be this week. And I think that the Lions are going to go into Kansas City and take care of business. Now we'll see. You know, the Kansas City Chiefs, they're still the Chiefs. They still got Mahomes. They still got Kelsey. They still got a bunch of great guys, but we'll see. All right. And then we got two. God damn it. What is with the 2 Monday night games? I hate that.
Dude, I was about to ask you that. It's what is it? It's like week what, 5, 6? There shouldn't be double headers on Monday night anymore. What are we doing?
I hate it. Bills and the Falcons. Tommy, what do you got?
I love me some Josh Allen. I'm just gonna go with
Don't
Josh
say
Allen.
that. Don't say that on this show.
It's a running. Maddie's gonna see this and he's just gonna laugh because he's gonna know exactly why I said it. But I love Michael Penix. I think he could be good, but there's just a lot of questions with that Falcons team, man. They seem to be good, but they don't have the. I don't know if it's experience or something that they're missing, but they're not great yet. They're going to be an average team where I think the Bills are going to be good. Monday night, I see it very hard for Josh Allen and the Bills to lose that game, which is insane because they still don't have great pass catchers and they're still doing good. I can't stand it.
YouTube user is kind of like we've talked about this. If there was a relegation YouTube user, the Jets would be the first team to be relegated to the Canadian League or the XFL or the UFL or whoever. Did you actually see that the UFL got rid of 3 teams and got 3 new teams in?
I did see that. Yeah. Very interesting decisions there, to say the least.
I don't like the new logos and the new team names or anything, but I understand what they're doing because they're just trying to find cities that will support a team in a small football stadium. So I get it. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to build some sort of base, and they have a decent base in like St. Louis and DC and places like that where people do show up for the UFL. Right. But it's funny because they got rid of all the USFL teams. Like the XFL teams are still, the XFL teams are still hanging on.
Yeah, it's very interesting. The people who are running the UFL, I mean, they've done a bad job. I mean, they've done okay with the fact that like the sport is doing decent, but they don't want to really be a competitor. I don't even think they want to be a farm thing for the NFL. I don't think they know what they want.
No, I thought they were trying to be a farm thing because anytime a guy gets brought onto a team in the NFL, they're like really hyping it up. Like they're always like, "Oh, this guy from the Battlehawks is now on, this NFL team."
Yeah, at least on social media. But from what I know with the commissioner and stuff, they're not trying to do that, which is weird to me. I don't know. Some of the coaches think that that's absurd too, but it's weird.
It should be the UFL should be a place for young players or players that weren't drafted or undrafted free agents to make a name for themselves. But I feel like they also need to embrace bringing in guys who like Carson Wentz should have been playing in the UFL. Guys from the NFL who aren't on a team or are between teams or are looking to make a name for themselves again and prove they still have something. Like these guys need to get into the UFL. It should be both. It should be the younger guys trying to make a name and the older guys trying to prove they still have it. I think that would help out the league more because you don't see a lot of names in the UFL. You don't see any. And I feel like that it's a place where they could bring in guys like a Carson Wentz or guys who aren't signed. And like why isn't I don't know who are some of the quarterbacks? Is Minshew on a team? Is he a backup somewhere?
He is. I don't remember where though.
Okay, but like you know what I'm saying, like guys like Minshew and Wentz and guys like that who had moments and want to prove they still have something. Like they still have a little bit of cachet to their name. Yeah, they have a little cachet to their name. Bring them into the UFL.
Right.
Last game of the week. Hold on one second real quick. Last game of the week. The Chicago Bears head into Washington to play the Redskins. I don't even know. The Bears are looking up. The Commanders are looking down. I think the Commanders, if both teams play at their best, I think that Washington has the advantage. But what are your thoughts, Tommy?
That's kind of where I lean to. This is probably like a 60-40 game for me where I lean Commanders just because they're at home. Jaden Daniels should be better than Caleb Williams. But, I mean, Ryan Johnson's offense and the Bears are starting to get a little bit of stuff clicking together. They've looking better than I thought they were, which was good because in the offseason and the beginning of the year, they actually looked genuinely terrible. So I think this is a little bit closer than probably what the spread suggests. I would have to double check what the spread is, but I slightly lean Washington right now.
Yeah, I'll go Redskins too. They're at home. I think if both teams play at their best, it's a Redskins victory, and that does it for Week 6. Real quick, we got Sith start Mahomes or Love this week. Love.
Yeah, I'd go with Love too, probably.
Yeah.
Only chance that it's not as if it's a shootout against Detroit, but do you want to bet on that, or do you want to bet on a guy kind of tearing apart a susceptible defense?
Yeah, I would go with the guy going against the Bengals.
Yeah,
that's an easy one for me. What kind of I haven't thought of this. What kind of scoring has people put up against the Lions? How's the Lions defense doing? Do you know offhand?
A little bit better than I guess they were under Aaron Glenn, which
actually we can probably go back right on the screen. Let's just check this out. Let's look. Lions. They gave up 24 to the Bengals. That's a lot to give up to the Bengals. Let's keep going.
Yeah. The only other game, they lost to the Packers.
10. They gave up 10 to the Browns.
Yeah.
They gave up 30.
They've been doing better than what they were with Aaron Glenn, which is kind of crazy to say, but Glenn was never he was a defensive coordinator at Detroit, but his defenses weren't necessarily great. They were more about making plays, creating turnovers, and that more than stopping points, I guess, is what I would say. But they look good. They don't look as good as they did last year, but I mean, they lost all their coaching staff, so it's hard to expect them to be that way. You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see how that game goes. Detroit should beat them, but if Kansas City wins, then it makes that, the AFC West a little bit more interesting.
So Tommy, real quick, do you have any? You didn't travel today?
No, this is the first. I had to meet with my investor
okay.
for some stuff for my company. So that's why I got to stay home this week. Dude, I'm not showing you my belly. That's kind of weird. It's weird as hell, man. Nice spamming the chat with it. That's kind of creepy. I got to stay home, but next week I go to Syracuse, and then the week after that I go to Virginia Tech to watch California, and then I go to Annapolis to watch Navy take on FAU. So
nice.
Yeah, good stuff. All better stadiums than Hard Rock Stadium, by the way.
And yes, that you can follow all that stuff at the League Winners. That's where Tommy gets all his college football stuff to you guys. Or there you see on the screen, if you want to follow Tommy himself, it's at Tommy CFB. One last thing though, Tommy, what's going on with Belichick and UNC?
It's very interesting, man. I think it's hilarious that they came out with a comment and everything. Personally, I wouldn't be shocked if he ends up leaving. I know.
Wow.
No, she's got a lot to say about it.
No, but she doesn't like Belichick. She doesn't like Belichick.
No, she's mad that people are talking about Belichick leaving.
Yeah.
Dang it, she's a UNC fan, just like her daddy. I'd be fairly surprised. I know Pablo Torre is actually about to go and see what is going on, because there's some allegations with recruiting and violations and all this stuff that's usually driven down that's usually used to drive down a buyout price. So they're talking about that with Belichick. I think it's tough, man. All the recruits came out at the same time saying they're not going anywhere, which is also very interesting. You don't normally see that stuff. I'm very curious to see how it plays out. I have no answers. I do know that he still wants to keep coaching. That much I do know from people I talk to. I just
Why?
don't know if it ends up
But
being
why?
UNC.
Dude has a 20-year-old girlfriend. He has a buttload of money. Like, enjoy your life, dude. Don't go 0-100 at UNC. Just go sit on a beach and look at your 20-year-old girlfriend in a bikini all day. I don't get it.
Yeah, I personally don't either. I know he wants to go back to the NFL. Like, that's his thing. He wants to get the record, and quite frankly, I'm not upset with him being pissed off with Robert Kraft about that, considering everything that happened. But at the same time, it's like sometimes you just got to know when to hang it up. And for what it's worth, he seems like a totally different guy at UNC than he did with New England. I got to talk to him in the summer.
Do the Jets take him?
No, absolutely not. No. That's the one. If they did that, I don't even think he would do that. That's the one where I think he would still just say fuck the Jets just out of spite. Him and Brady, man, they just have which I respect. I respect it. I'd rather them hate us and have that rivalry be like a real rivalry than to be like, hey, yeah, I'll go to the Jets. Nah, fuck that. Fuck him as the Patriots coach, as the UNC coach. I have my hands tied behind my back there, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
All right. Well, Tommy, I know I was going to get out of here a little early, but 15 minutes isn't really that much early. But I got to wake up early, do a bunch of shit so that I can have the luxury of sitting down and watching the Jets get destroyed at 9 a.m. Yeah. Anything else you want to say before you head out?
Yeah, I recently wrote an article for Gangrene Nation talking about quarterbacks for 2026 draft. Started with the first rounders. Going to be writing a bunch of stuff there regarding the 2026 draft and the New York Jets, going through every single position group. So the next article will be like the mid-tier quarterbacks and the sleepers in the 26 draft. And obviously, as you know, Mike, and a lot of the listeners who tune in, I have a lot of guys covering college football, so I get a lot of perspectives that some of the national media doesn't really get to have in my article. Like guys I mentioned, Fernando Mendoza, I had him as my quarterback one of this upcoming draft last year. So I'm ahead of the curve on a lot of stuff. So make sure to check it out because now he's getting talked about as the Jets pick. So we'll see how it goes.
Nice, Tommy. Thank you again for being here. Hopefully we'll see you either Monday or next Saturday.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Monday we should be good. Saturday I'll be coming home from the Pitt game. So we'll see what time that ends. It's supposed to, I think it's a 7:30 start. So we'll see.
Well, join us for the misery of an 0-6 team on Monday night. We'll have a blast.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right. Have a good one, Tommy.
Later, bro.
All right, guys. I am Midnight Mike. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Silver Shamrock gear is tight. Yeah, check it out, folks. There you go. Boom. Love that movie. I have PJ pants. I have, the NECA figures. I have so much. I have the pumpkin mask sitting right next to me over here. Do me a favor, everybody. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't. It's free. If you're new in here, or you just joined us, we're gonna be heading out and to try to get out. Like I said, usually I shave 10 minutes off. Great. That won't get me to bed any earlier, especially if there's a new episode of Chad Powers out. I'm going to have to watch that. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. Whether you love the Jets, you hate the Jets, you love me, you hate my co-hosts, whatever. I appreciate all you guys being in here. And like I said, it's free to hit the thumbs up. And those of you who sent us super chats tonight, much, much, much appreciated. All right, let's get going tonight. Let's get going. I am. Go fuck yourself. Yes. No. Tommy is one of my boys. Tommy is part of the Midnight Mike Show family tree. It's me, Maddie, Tommy, Abe, and Sean. Those are my boys. If they have something to promote, they're going to be allowed to promote it. So, yes, if there's a little bit of a commercial when someone's leaving the show, hey, tell people where they can find you. Tell people your X account. Tell people your Instagram, all that. I'm going to let them do it. Scott. I appreciate you being back. I appreciate YouTube user being back. I appreciate Ryan. I don't care that you guys hate us. I don't care. It's always fun. Yeah, Jets suck. Thank you, Ali. I appreciate it a lot, channel member. That means a lot to me. And your super chats, your thumbs up, all of that. You're one of our boys now, too. You've been in here, and yeah. Dolphins fans swallow dick. Fred, good to see you. Thanks for a great show. And to those who don't like the hosts, you are free to leave. There you go. Bobby doesn't like me. He had people in his ear telling him lies. That's why I'm the biggest heel on YouTube. There's people who just go around telling people things that aren't true. They make up shit and they make me out to be the bad guy. So I embrace it. You want to make me out to be the bad guy? You want to make me out like make up shit about me? Doctor shit, whatever? Fuck it. I'll lean into it. Fuck all y'all. Oh, I appreciate that, guys. You are awesome. I appreciate that. And look at that. I talked through the ending song. Exactly. Bad guys are cool. And I'm not just talking about me. Scott Black, YouTube user, all these guys coming in, they're heels in the chat. So they do the same thing I do. We're all heels. Guys, have a great night. This is the Midnight Mike Show. Hit the like button on your way out. I am Midnight Mike, and I can't wait to see you next time.